Hello, today we are making my famous banana bread. So first we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. I put it on convection because I don't want to wait 50 minutes because that's way too long. So we're going to start with 3 bananas. You're going to mash them really good. It's an arm workout. And once that's done, you're going to add a third a cup of coconut oil. You're going to melt it in a microwave safe cup and pour it in. Then you're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and mix that up until it's nice and combined. Then you're going to add 1 3/4 cup of flour. I just used regular flour. It was the first one I saw in my pantry, but you could use any flour depending on what you have or what your preference is. Doesn't really matter. After that, you're going to want to put in a third a cup of sugar, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and then just a pinch of salt. You're going to mix that all up nice and combined until it looks like that. And then you're going to add in chocolate chips, a lot of chocolate chips. I use mini ones. Then I dashed on some cinnamon because it makes the banana taste better. And you're going to stir that up the same until it's all nice and combined. It looks like this. Then you're going to take your greased pan, a loaf pan, and you're going to scrape all of the banana bread dough into the pan. I switched to a spatula for this because it's easy to get everything on the sides. If you get more molds of that banana bread dough in there, it'll make more banana bread. So I tried my best to get everything that was in the bowl in the pan. If there was like dry powder on the side, try to like mix that into the dough. And then once it's all in the pan, you're going to want to make sure that it's all evenly spread out, and you're going to want to take your spatula and try to spread out all the corners. Make sure it's nice and level because you don't want the middle to rise way too proportionally up from the sides. You want it to be nice and a nice curve on the top, and you're going to shake it, slam it on the table, and pop it in the oven. Say goodbye for about 22 to 25 minutes. I baked mine for 5 minutes extra because the center just needed a little bit more. So while that bakes and I eat the leftover ingredients, let's talk about the chemistry behind this. The mashing of the banana is just a physical change. No chemical component of the banana has been changed. The addition of the oil is a substitution of the fat that butter usually provides, but since this is vegan banana bread, we're not using butter. Oil is a liquid and it coats the flour proteins better than shortening or butter. A baked good made with oil is more tender and more solid than when it's made with a solid fat. This helps with the protein bonding when the flour is added, allowing for the proteins to bond together to form gluten, and when it's placed in the oven, it begins to rise and grow the gluten network. The addition of the flour helps create the network of gluten that allows the bread to rise in a nice structure. Leavening agents like the baking powder and the baking soda used give the dough pillowy lightness. Baking soda reacts with the acid in the dough to create carbon dioxide bubbles, which puffs up the dough, and then the baking powder releases that carbon dioxide when it either hits water or reaches a certain temperature while baking. The sugar added is broken down in the oven with a Maillard reaction. The reaction produces ring-shaped organic compounds that will darken the surface of the banana bread as it cooks, and this produces tasty aromas and flavor compounds. Caramelization is also occurs with the sugar, and the sugar molecules break down and release water that turns to steam. Salt and cinnamon and chocolate chips chemically make the banana taste better, just like vanilla. And then we take it out of the oven and we look at it. It's so pretty. We let it cool 5 to 10 minutes, and then we flip it out on a tin foil sheet and we look at it because it's still so pretty. And then we slice it up. You can see it's nice and brown on the top, fluffy in the middle, good all around, and now you can eat it.